So, what are your religious beliefs?
I'm aware of how misguided people may be and think that they need to be governed by a deity, by a god, but I beg to differ. The only religion, if one exists, is the people. We are the religion. To be loyal to communism is the only way one can guide itself. If people are turned towards religious beliefs, they will become as ignorant and stupid as the bourgeoisie. The only reason religion was used by the upper class was to exploit the poor. We are tired of getting exploited, so we will become the religion. We will take our rightful place.
Religion is capable of uniting people. Therefore, Germany should be united under the same religion. But Christianity and Catholicism are both products of the inferior race. The truth has been distorted to favor the Jews, and therefore, Germany should be united through the German faith movement. It is only through this new religion that Germany can become strong. We need to eradicate these weak religions and establish a new order.
Why do you oppose those religions?
When people become too religious, their views become too myopic. Instead of doing what's right, they do what's wanted of them, what's asked of them, what's expected of them. We need to be in charge of ourselves, of our future. Religion is a poison to the masses. Religion spreads like a wildfire, and instead of living to your own means, you're governed by the laws of your religion. Communism is fair, classless, and without hierarchies. If we want to be dominant over ourselves, we need to believe in the religion, in communism.
Christianity and Catholicism do not glorify strength, violence, and war. All three traits needed to improve Germany and bring Germany back to its glory. Furthermore, as I said before, these two religions are a product of the inferior race. Hence today, I believe that I am acting in accordance with the will of the Almighty Creator. By defending myself against the Jew, I am fighting for the work of the Lord.
What are your religious aims?
My religious aims are towards the people, are towards uniting the people, uniting them against all evil. Joining together as the real communists, none of that Li San or the 28 Bolsheviks, none of that revolution in the urban areas. We should bring it to the peasants and make it a revolution for all of China through the peasantry.
My aims are to establish a new religion that replaces and eradicates Catholicism and Christianity. The Ministry of Church Affairs will surely help me take care of that. I'll unite the people through my German faith movement. It will replace the ceremonies and rituals presented in the other religions and cultivate Teutonic paganism. It will be the ultimate religion to aid a nation.
So, how did you achieve your religious aims?
Through the Cultural Revolution, we sought out to destroy the four old. Religious structures were transformed, especially in Tibet and in Xinjiang, who were becoming overly submerged in their religious tendencies. Religion is too deeply entrenched in China. It was through the destruction of the four old that China will be able to industrialize, will be able to move on and move forward.
The Christianity Church, half of them at least, supported me and established the Duque Christian. It was a patriotic church that used the Mein Kampf as Bible. The Catholic Church, however, wasn't so easy to garner support from. I had to sign a Reich Concordat with them in order to appease them. I was never planning on allowing them to exist, so I decided to break off the Concordat in 1937 and establish the Ministry of Church Affairs to eradicate the religions. In addition to this, I also started the German faith movement in order to establish my own religion to supersede other religions.
How did you convert the religious followers to follow your system?
All monks were sent to communes and were required to wear blue robes. This was done to bring them closer to the people. This was also done to prevent the monks from rising to a position that would create yet another feared hierarchy. If we do not keep the monks in check, they will be raised to a level of superiority that would make everyone else inferior, or superior even. We are true communists. We went through such a power struggles in the 1920s that finally asserts our authority over ourselves. We need not let that series of power struggles be rendered pointless and useless and fruitless. They will understand the true meaning of the CCP and fully appreciate the Emperor of the Blue Ants.
Like I said before, the Ministry of Church Affairs will handle and convert all religious followers to be followers of the great Führer instead. Church schools will be shut down in order to ensure that the youth will continue the spirit of the Führer. All pastors and priests will be summoned to justice and evaluated before the law. All of them will become loyal to the Führer.
If there were patriotic churches, would you allow them to exist?
Religion is a petty element in the bourgeoisie. We, the people, have no use for it. Some say that I'm paranoid. They are right. They are right in that I am paranoid. I am paranoid that China will fall into circumstances experienced under the failure of the Qing dynasty and of Chang's China. A journalist, John Spencer, is right when he says that I've begun to fear that the CCP is becoming too bureaucratic, and that people are beginning to lose their values of communism and revolution. If we are to establish a church, it would mean establishing a bureaucratic haven where head monks and monks can create social hierarchies. But if we establish a patriotic church, it would show people that we are tolerant. It would gain support. If these churches did not endanger the security of the council, and if we can control whatever they practice, then yes, establishing a patriotic church would be beneficial. We would, in the meantime, gain support from the people. It would be a win-win situation.
There was a patriotic church, the Duque Christian, during my OG. Their existence was to prove my vast influence and power over Germany. Even religion, such a great threat, has fallen under my power. The patriotic church is a symbol of my power. They will fight for their future and ensure that Beckne Kirche, the Confessing Church, will not rebel against me. I am their great leader. As intentionally stated, through my skills I have achieved my power. It is through my skills that the church will also fall and become loyal to me.
So far, have you succeeded in achieving your religious aim?
So far, I wouldn't say I'm completely successful, but I can say that I'm making definite progress. For starters, I've peasantized the monks. I made them more aware of the real world and less oblivious to their surroundings, less naive. I've also declared Buddhism reactionary to further remind the people that they need to put forth 100% effort into understanding and practicing the values of communism, not of Buddhism. Religion will only perish if humanity eliminates social classes and establishes much stronger control over the natural world.
I succeeded in annihilating religion in Poland, my designated New World area. However, in Germany, these aims were not yet reached. Had I more time, or had the Allies not ruined my master plan, I would have succeeded.